a warm welcome to former Sun Royal editor Charlie Rae. Hi, Charlie.
Oh, good morning, Kevin.
Well, here we go. Let's go. Harry, we found out today, I mean, it's been reported, but it sounds about right. Why did he take so long to why did he rudely take so long to reply to the King's invitation to his coronation? Both him and Meghan were invited. They took so long. Harry took so long because he was obsessed with where he would be sitting, presumably because he wants to be in the VIP seats, he wants to be next to the right people, he wants to be seen as a man of status. Well, Harry, you kind of lost your status when you went to Montecito and turned yourself into the Duke of Netflix. You're the Prince of Nothing. So that's all he's got to obsess on, isn't it? His status.
This is one of those stories. When I read it this morning, I had to check the date again to make sure it wasn't April the 1st that he'd done this. He was so obsessed with where he was going to be sitting. Well, look, Harry, this petulant prince is so lucky that he's not going to be sitting on the naughty stool in the middle of the Abbey or in the stocks. He wants to know where he's going to be sitting, who's going to be in front of him, who's going to be behind him. Who does he think he is? I cannot believe he's been so obsessed with this, trying to work out where he can be sitting. I mean, they'll probably shove him next to Beatrice and Eugenie. That's no disrespect to those two girls.
Because he's friendly with them, isn't he?
It's the only two members of the royal
family that still talk to him. Yeah, because if he's not next to them, he'll have no one to talk to, because William won't be chatting with him, will he?
No, I doubt very much if William will be chatting. And from what we hear, certainly from his people, that this is literally going to be a flying visit. I mean, he's coming in for the coronation, and basically as soon as happen in a day or two, he's going to be back in Montecito. So yeah, I mean, I just don't understand. He's got some weird ways of trying to work out his life and his status, a status which he himself, gave up and went to Montecito to sit there with his wife and start slagging off the royal family and Great Britain. It's amazing how he gets away with it all.
I'll tell you what I think it's a sign of, Charlie. I think it's a sign of a very empty life. It's like, this is what you're obsessed with, where you're going to be sitting. Do you think that the people of Britain or around the world, they're going, well, I thought Harry was very much reduced in status now, but oh my God, he's in row 2 in the congregation. He must be a very important... Well, I completely revised my opinion of him. It's pathetic, isn't it?
Look, I've been to a number of very good royal occasions at Westminster Abbey, and I can assure you, if you have been given a seat in the Abbey, you're just grateful to be there and watch this incredible ceremony. I mean, as I said to you before the other day, this is a ceremony that we're not going to see repeated. Certainly probably not in my lifetime. You may be just lucky to see another one.
Oh, I wouldn't count on that. I'm not exactly a spring chicken, Charlie, but thank you for the compliment.
So, this is an incredible historic occasion, and it overshadows everything else. It overshadows Meghan, it overshadows Harry. And just be grateful that you're going to be there, Harry. Absolutely grateful that your father has decided to ask you to come.
Yeah, indeed, I couldn't agree more. And let's talk about Meghan, if we must. No, but we must. Now, obviously, everybody, including King Charles, the royal family, they're pretty relieved she's not coming. And as a citizen of this country, loyal subject of King Charles, His Majesty, I too am relieved she's not coming, because she would overshadow the whole event. As a journalist, I'm devastated, because it would have been a hell of a story. But I think on a personal level, never mind about all that, and never mind about the fact she's clearly petrified that she would get booed, which she would. I think she owed it to King Charles to come to this.
Absolutely.
He was the man who stepped forward at her wedding when when her father couldn't attend or wouldn't attend to walk her down the aisle. So he was there for her in her hour of need. She's not going to repay the compliment. I think that's discourteous on an epic level.
You know, contrary to what most of the Twitter twerps think about the monarchy and Britain, they went out of their way to include Meghan into the royal family. She had a far, far better introduction into the royal family than the late Princess Diana or the Duchess of York had when they were coming into the royal family. They were just left to get on with it. Meghan wasn't. People just went out of their way to help her. She was... Basically, when she went on tour with Harry initially, she was loved by the country. People were crowding the streets. There were 10, 12 deep. And it's down to her and Harry, but the pair of them together have just ruined all that. I mean, just going back to Harry for a second, if you think how much Harry was doing for charity work, for the Invictus Games, for all the ex-soldiers, all the mental health charities.
Happier days.
Happier days. It's all gone, all gone. And I told you before, there's a very, very thin line between from hero to zero, and Harry's way over the zero line.
Absolutely, Charlie. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to take the cynical line, as I usually do, characteristically. The cynic might conclude that the reason they're not both staying away is because they need that royal connection to keep the money pouring in from Netflix. So had they both have gone, that would have been great for Netflix. But she's decided not to. But Harry is coming over to prove to the world he's still a member of the royal family. Please, could you write me some more checks, Netflix and Spotify? That would be the reason. I
don't disagree with you on that. He needs... Although he keeps on slagging off the royal family, he needs the connection with the royal family to survive in California, you know, with Meghan. And, you know, and I'll be a bit cynical as well. Wouldn't it be a surprise, Kevin, if when the pictures start coming in on May the 6th of the coronation, we suddenly get a picture drop from Montecito of a little birthday party for Prince Archie? Wouldn't that be nice?
I hope she doesn't play any of those games.
I'm sure she will. I cannot believe she wouldn't do it.
I say I hope she doesn't do it, but you know, people like you and me, Charlie, we're always divided. You know, we are loyal subjects of His Majesty, we are citizens of this country, but probably more importantly, we're journalists. So if she does do that, would be a good story, wouldn't it? Yeah. As you quite rightly imply, I would not put it past her, would you?
No, I wouldn't put it past her at all. To come out with something on the day, as she's done it before on a number of occasions. I mean, she practically ruined Eugenie's wedding when Meghan announced she was pregnant on the same day. She always puts out pictures whenever Princess Catherine is out and about. I mean, she's got form, as they say.
I think we can confidently predict there'll be no happy scenes of Harry and his brother William chatting, or indeed Catherine, because those two have really had it with Harry.
Oh, they've had. Look, people keep on saying, is there going to be a reconciliation? I do not believe there will ever be a reconciliation.
I agree.
But the door is always still open. It's still ajar. It's on the safety chain at the moment. And I don't think it's going to be open much more. I'll be very, very surprised, given what's gone on.
Indeed. Listen, Harry, literally 10 minutes ago, I just called you Harry.
It's okay. It's Prince okay, Fred.
I was going to say, I can't even call you Prince Charlie, King Charlie. I'm going to call you the Charlie. Charlie Rae, former Royal Editor of The Sun. What a damn fine job you did in those days, and you still do, Charlie. But a poll has literally just been published. This reveals, and you remember you and I talked the other day, in the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, there were 16,000 street parties. It looks now as if there will be 240 for the coronation. Dramatic reduction. A poll has revealed that most people in Britain are not interested in the King's coronation. In a survey of 3,000 adults, 35% they said they don't care very much. 29% said they don't care at all. Only 9% said they care a great deal. There is some apathy. I'm going to have there is, isn't there?
There is some apathy, but this is Great Britain. People are entitled to decide what they want to do and what they want to enjoy. But I'll bet you those people who don't care much for the coronation
we'll have a drink. We're going to have a drink. I'm going to have to cut you off, Charlie. I'm going to have a drink. I know you don't drink, but I do. That was Charlie Rae.